So instead of being a clown cat, this time I am a clown dog with an eye patch and a twirly mustache. Yeah, that's right. How do you like that? Bet you're jealous. Are you jealous, Tommy Wiseau? Oh yes, I jealous, Tiki. Oh ha ha ha. All right, never mind. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. You know what? You know what my favorite feature of this whole, you know, like clip art in the Google Hangout thing is, and I just realized this. If you like do a dramatic thing with your forehead like this, you see how it bounces up? Yeah, yeah. All right, so yes, once again, I come bearing an embarrassing array of Google effects. I am again late, and I am just doing a horrible fucking hosting job here. I mean, I am just going to call it like it is because it's just the truth. It's like I have essentially blown every single one of the deadlines I have set for myself. It's just not good. I mean, I've not interacted the way that I'm supposed to be for a game like this. Quite frankly, I find the whole interactive element of the hosting to be a little bit overwhelming. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I'd say it's pretty safe to say I had some things mapped out, but really, for all intents and purposes, when things started getting going, I was really just making stuff up as we went along, kind of reacting to what you guys were doing. I mean, that's kind of the point of the game, but alas. So here we come to a big crossroads, and I gotta say, this, I mean, there really wasn't that much, going on, but holy crap, did we get a big twist this episode, courtesy of Mac Daddy J. Like, wow, Mac Daddy J just basically proved himself to be the villain of the whole season. But, so let's just recap what's going on. So in the Living Seas, Renee has basically sabotaged everyone, and the scientific development crew is drowning and facing a horde of zombie sea creatures. Isn't that terrifying? That's right. Meanwhile, we find out this whole season with Renee, I've really been striving to just make her as evil and twisted as possible, and I hope I've been doing a good job with that. But we find out that essentially Renee has been killing other people in the New Epcot Society and blaming it on Ryan O'Dyan, to the point of just actively having just this witch hunt against him, which she's already been doing from the start of the series. But so yeah, sorry, Cody. It's just I don't know. I've just been having. I always wanted to have this whole like finger pointing thing, but I didn't really know how far I would take it when I first started. It's really kind of become a whole focal point of the series, so we'll see where it goes. Renee and Ryan, they've literally locked fists, so we'll see which one of them survives. Meanwhile, yeah, like I said, Mac Daddy J, just Jesus Christ, Justin. Justin, you just killed two people just in cold blood. Like, wow. I'm impressed. I am impressed. I must say, I did not think that I would ever see someone just straight up murder two people like that. Sorry, Josh and Deanna. You two have been great, but you have been axed off, killed off, courtesy of Mac Daddy J. I really wasn't expecting that at all. So here's the deal, guys. I mean, we're going forward, like, episode 5. I really don't see how much further I can stretch this out, because really, there's going to be a war between the Swampies and the New Epcot Society. Renee shenanigans have pretty much gone to a head. The scientific development crew is very much in peril. I'm really honestly thinking this is going to be a good place to have a finale. Like, I know it was like 9 episodes and slashed down to 7, but really, I don't know, 5, it feels like a nice round even number. So, and I really think that everything is going to come together in the finale just in one thread instead of doing all the individual threads, because really, we're going to have Mac Daddy J interacting with Zeke, who's the main swampy bad guy. By the way, I just kind of ripped off of Lost. I mean, I must admit, I ripped that name off of Lost, if anyone caught that. Zeke was the original name of Tom Friendly. I believe Sawyer gave him that nickname. The guy with the beard who first shows up in season 1 and kidnaps Walt. So yeah, I mean, that it really is kind of straight out of Lost. I really kind of ran out of creativity when it comes to doing you know, a real head of the Swampies. But hey, now we have Mac Daddy J for that. So yeah, I mean, really moving forward, it's going to be really interesting to see. You know, will Mac Daddy redeem himself? Will he, you know, maybe stand up to the Swampies in the face of the impending war? We shall see. We shall see indeed. But I tell you what I'm going to do in terms of the scientific development. I am literally just going to do a random.org, and the person that shows up in the middle of that random.org list will get killed off. And then the other 2 will survive and make it out of the living seas and have a big conflict with Father Robbie and Renee and Ryan. And meanwhile, the Swampies are closing in, and so yeah, that's going to be the big finale. So again, I mean, I really feel like my hosting's been crap. I mean, I just didn't know what I was getting myself into. I definitely do want to do a season 2 of this, but not without plenty of time to actually plan shit out first and know how I'm going to work stuff. I mean, I really thought I'd have this whole like system of morals and stuff put down, but really it didn't kind of pan out to any of that. It really just sort of became just like, oh, how, you know, kind of like a choose your own adventure, sort of like, oh, how are you guys going to do this situation? Not saying that's bad, it's just not necessarily what I originally set out to do, which was kind of be more of like a D&D sort of thing where I'm interacting with you more, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I mean, another issue I've been having is just knowing when to do my, you know, when to put my part in and when you guys put your part in. For example, I was originally going to have a scenario where Juice got shot in the leg, and Maury was going to have to decide whether or not she'd run back and help him. But then Josh messaged me and says, like, hey, man, I had a whole, you know, I had a whole idea for what to do in that situation. So I'm like, well, okay, you know, I'll just go back and, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just sort of awkward things like that. It's really not been easy to host this and plan, and you know, I've just been really kind of concentrated on, you know, expanding my YouTube channel and expanding my website, getting a damn job, applying for places and stuff. So really, I mean, this whole game has kind of been low on my priority list, so that's really why I've not kept to any of the deadlines. I mean, it's just, like I said, I'll be the first to admit I have pretty much done a shit job of hosting, so, you know, one of my big philosophies, you know, criticize yourself before others can criticize you, and that's a big sort of defense mechanism that I use in my everyday life. And hey, guess what? I'm doing it here. Yeah, because I know I've been doing a crappy job hosting. Yeah. All right. So anyways, guys, I know I'm not going to be winning any ORG awards for this thing or anything like that, but I hope you guys have gotten at least something out of it. I hope I've managed to disturb some of you with some of the creepy stuff I've come up with, because really that's been my job the whole time. And hopefully the finale will actually turn out to be pretty interesting, because only 2 will survive. Yeah, it's like a Survivor finale. It's like an old school Survivor finale. Going into it, there will be 4 people, but at the end of it, only 2 will make it out. And we'll see how we deal with that going forward in season 2, but that's a whole different story. So, like I said, Jesus Christ, I will be the first to tell you that I've been crap at keeping to deadlines and stuff on this game. It's no secret, so I very much apologize, and I wish you all the best of luck going forward into the finale. All right, see you later.